Innovation is the cornerstone of success in America. In order to compete in the global marketplace, businesses and individuals are continuously striving to stay ahead of the game. I'm Terry Bradshaw. You know, from emerging technologies and financial strategies to the latest healthcare developments, you would be surprised by the many factors coming into play. Welcome to Today in America. While sophisticated medical technology is available in health systems across the globe, further advances are constantly being made to better the lives of countless individuals. Let's explore the next generation of medical technology. The complexities of the human body, along with the complexity of government regulations, make bringing a new pharmaceutical product to market an extremely expensive venture. In today's economy, funding is scarce and investors are exceedingly cautious about committing their resources. The challenge is in determining where to allocate the limited funding that's available. It would be invaluable to be able to identify early on which new pharmaceutical products are likely to be viable candidates and rule out those that are not. A company in Sweden has developed a solution that can make pharmaceutical testing more accurate and much more comprehensive.
Attana provides business-crucial information, which means that our experiments better mimics what happens in the body. This is very important because before you start tests on animals or clinical trials on humans, potentially causing pain and suffering, you want to make sure you base your decisions on the right information, which of course also saves time and money.
Attana has developed a line of biosensors that can detect finer and more subtle characteristics of biomolecules and macrostructures and how they react to the pharmaceutical agents that are being tested. These new instruments are able to gather more and better information about cells, antibodies, proteins, viruses, and bacteria. The Attana biosensors can examine far more complex interactions than ever before, reaching right to the surface of the cell.
When developing a drug, it's crucial to understand how molecules behave in the body. So usually this is done in an artificial system that can be far from the reality. With the Attana instrument, we use human cells in order to recreate the natural environment.
Attana's groundbreaking process recreates conditions that are found inside the human body at the molecular level, including temperature, pH, salinity, flow, and most critically, the interaction between cells, receptors, and factors. The ability to measure and characterize how pharmaceuticals interact with cells exactly as they occur in the human body is critical to the testing process. This kind of exacting observation bridges the gap between traditional biosensors and cell-based assays.
One of the problems with developing new drugs is it's so risky that hardly anybody is able to afford it, particularly academic groups. And the Attana cell instrument allows us to study molecules like anti-cancer drugs at the cell surface and so define better the drugs that we might want to take forward into clinical testing.
With traditional biosensors, testing is undertaken between two pure samples to see how they interact with each other. With the Attana system, the surrounding molecules also have an impact on the interaction of the pharmaceutical substance being tested. This yields more biologically relevant information.
In our laboratories at the University of Westminster, we're using the instrument to study the interaction between anti-cancer drugs and the cell surface. And this allows us to study them in a new way that hasn't been tested before.
Improved testing results will help identify the right candidates so that money is not spent needlessly on candidates that are destined to fail.
Our dream is to understand the behavior of molecules in the body. Imagine yourself standing on a cell surface, watching molecules bind to the cell. By doing that, we will create better pharmaceuticals faster to those who need them, thereby creating a healthier and happy society.